has started. The Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Purdue's offense comes onto the field first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard working.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's the first sack of the day. But I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
And the Boilermakers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver, runs the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's all red.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for it.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you can tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. Here's a heat. On the move, he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Right on the money. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on first down. Just keep slinging it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Rush is on him. pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
Finds a crease at the 20. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And after that last sack, man, you can just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the 35. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Here's the handoff. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Might as well give it to him again. Inside the 25. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, UNC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll start this drive firing. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Gets it out quickly. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just
runs it up the 25 in stride. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the 2nd quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Give to the back. Turning it on. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
I like the running back there.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he's got it inside the 25.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. He finds a soft spot in the middle.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And here comes the offense on second down. Quick completion to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing his mitts up there, catching the football.
He'll throw on third down. Got a man. It's McIntosh. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers in the
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Makes the grab on the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Gets it inside the 10. Touchdown, UNC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Boilermakers will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They just keep firing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Looking to throw on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? And you can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Reads it, fires complete. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking for room. It's all red. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Looking for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Nestled just inside that right upright. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
There he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. No. Close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Makes the catch. It's Fuller. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. They're down to the 20, first and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. The Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Pocket breaking down. Soft spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Boilermakers are marching down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll leave it with him. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught near the sticks. It's Fuller. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board. To the house. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Running back searching for a hole. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Anderson will throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Hey, this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
Gets it out fast. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Right to work up top. Caught behind the line. It's Finley. And he goes down right there, and it'll be a loss on the completion.
Man, we got to find a way to not do that. Okay, you got to give up on the play, not continue to run backwards. That is quite possibly one of the worst plays you'll see.
To the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Fuller. And the defense drags him down.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. And he will take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, and more points. Offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll move the wide receiver. fights off a defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Anderson wants to throw. They're setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. Turning it on! Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. And the Tar Heels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
At the 35, he's got room. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And the Boilermakers line up to punt it away.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
He's got it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The North Carolina offense returns to the field.